Students, today we have to study about the person who was experimenting heavily with a cathode ray tube, which we call CRT, that is present in the old type classical TV boxes. Have you seen those big heavy television sets? So in those television sets that you might have seen, you have seen lots of pictures here. So how the television screen works? That television screen works because of an instrument which is called CRT, cathode ray tube, which is present here. This tube is called cathode ray tube. Cathode ray tube. And what is the meaning of cathode ray? A ray which has a component particle electron. Look, there are so many types of waves. There are so many types of light. X-ray, gamma ray, radio waves, infrared. There are so many types of light. Alpha ray, beta ray, gamma ray, there are varieties of there. But the type of ray or a beam in which the major constituent particle is electron, then that beam is called cathode ray. What we call that? Cathode ray. So if in any ray or beam electron is present as a constituent particle, like in X-ray, photon is present. Even in all the electromagnetic waves that we see, there are photons. But in some different types of rays that we have devised to study matter, cathode ray is one of them. Cathode ray, anode ray. In anode ray, positive particles are present. In cathode ray, negative particles are present. And which particle is present? The electron. And if in any beam, electron is the major part, like in light, photon is the major part. So if in the ray, electron is the major part, then that ray will be called cathode ray tube or a beam. Cathode beam. Electron plays a major role. In electron microscope, this electron beam helps you to see the magnified images of all the different particles that you can't see with your naked eyes. So that person was experimenting with the same cathode ray tube, and that tube is figured in your book. Okay, so he was experimenting in his lab with the use of this cathode ray tube precisely, and then he saw something. What he saw? He saw in the tube a light which was rounding over and over again. He saw that ring of light, and then he discovered something. It was the year of 1897. That person was now going to discover the subatomic particle which we know as electron. बहुत बड़ा फंडा है ये, जितना दिखता है ये उससे कहीं ज़्यादा है. It's not just an electron, just a bit electron. It's not a particle. It's something else. It's completely a mathematical framework that we don't see, but we see that it is something else. Electron is not a particle, but currently we will see it as a particle. जब तक हम लोग नहीं आ जाते श्रोडिंगर मॉडल तक, up to the modern view of the atom, till then we will see electron as a particle. So now that person discovered electron, and whose name was Joseph John Thomson. Joseph John Thomson. Joseph John Thomson said that in all the atom, that John Dalton said has one particle, one actual particle that he named electron. So electron came into being. We got the information that yes, electron exists. But now after 7 years, he discovered something else. He devised a new model of atom. He created a new type of atomic model. That model was not good. That model had many flaws, had many problems, had many limitations. But at most, he was the first person, he became the first person who said to the world that yes, atom is not just a sphere, but it has an internal structure also. He said that an atom is actually a composition of positive and negative charges. He said, he was the first person, he became the first person who said that atoms has positive and negative charges. But how they are distributed? That was the main question. Have you seen watermelon? You take a watermelon, cut this in half. If you see the cut portion, then you will see the red, there are so many seeds. Seed part and the red fleshy part. Okay? So he thought that atom might be looks internally like a watermelon or a pancake or a normal cake. If you have seen cake, and so you must have seen so many sprinklers are there. So if you consider the sprinklers as negative charge and all the original cake as positive charge. So he thought that the atom is like a pancake, a pudding, in which positive charges are the main portion and the negative charges are sprinkled like those tasty chocolates or raisins. So even if you have guava, amrud, you take a piece of amrud, guava, cut it into 2 half pieces, and you now see. You can see that there are fleshy part and seeds are also there embedded in a manner, in a structured form. So the fleshy part he termed as positive and the seeding parts, seeds are termed as negative. So he said that atom exactly looks like a pudding cake or a pancake or a watermelon like or guava like. So he devised that atom might be looking like a watermelon which has a positive and negative charges. Kis way mein? Like red part is positive and the seed part is negative. So that was the first model devised by J.J. Thomson. He became the first person, he was the first who told the world that the atom by which we all are made up of is actually composed with 2 different charges, positive and negative. No one knew even after 20-30 years that even neutron exists. It was James Chadwick in 1932 who said after lots of experiment that yes, neutron exists, but there was also the role of Rutherford also. So we will see one by one, not all at once. Okay, so he thought that the atom that we actually see, this was the model of John Dalton. John Dalton had said that atom is a sphere, just a normal sphere. But J.J. Thomson said, no, this is not just a sphere, but in the sphere there are negative charges spreaded all around and positive charges. Undotted places are positive and dotted places are negative. So you can see the difference. John Dalton Dalton model and Thomson model. You can see the difference. When we will go model by model, then you can compare all those models with each other and you finally will have a laugh. तुम सब हंसोगे देख करके कि how quietly we have changed the perspective of atom. How atom completely changed. How our perspective completely changed about atoms. Today the way we see atom is completely different. But I won't tell you now how atom actually looks. I will tell you a step by a step how atom actually forwarded from one look to another look. Okay, what is the role of different scientists? What was the quest? What was the quarrel between different scientists? What was Copenhagen interpretation? What was the role of Niels Bohr? How he succeeded? How different models also failed? So here after the model of John Dalton, J.J. Thomson model came up in 1904. So in 1904, J.J. Thomson model proposed that positive and negative charges are actually flowing or resting inside the sphere. This model had quite a good start, but soon he became a flawed, because how many positive and negative charges are there? Because if positive and negative charges embedded like this, then there should be a number of positive or negative charges. Big problem. The big problem was that if the entire atom is made by positive and negative charges, then how many positive and how many negative charges are there? Because there are so many types of atoms, how they are distributed, how positive and negative charges are distributed at different types of elements, problems start coming out. And different scientists are now just mulling on the same problem, how actually atom looks like. People were not ready to accept that really atom exists. In 1827, there was a scientist whose name was Robert Brown. Robert Brown. He said that everywhere we see is actually made by atom. When he see the Brownian motion, he said that yes, all particles are actually made by atoms. No one believed him. There was a scientist whose name was Boltzmann. Ludwig Boltzmann. This person committed suicide. फांसी लगा लिया था इन्होंने अपने आप को. He hanged himself in his hotel room in 5th October 1906. He killed himself because people taunted him. People humiliated Ludwig Boltzmann always. Why? Because Boltzmann always incessantly tried to prove the existence of atom. No one believed Boltzmann that atoms are really exist. Because of that, Boltzmann committed suicide. There were so many reasons also. But see how the world was there. No one were prepared to accept the actual model of atom. No one even convinced to accept that we all are made by atoms. It's very difficult to explain people we all are made by atoms. Even today, some people don't believe this. Thomson model was a failure, but it paved the way, started a journey for the new models to come up. Okay, up to this class we are done. In next class we will discuss some other topics about this and some next models. Okay, up to